Sounds like X-Men 97 was a hit. Just like Inside Out 2 was a hit. Because they were told to take the woke out. So it says here, the X-Men 97's Bo DeMaio says he was told to make one relationship less gay following the shocking Pixar expose. That rhyme, don't hate to play the game. Bars! Fired X-Men 97 showrunner Bo DeMaio has shared another damaging allegation about what it's like working with Disney. And it comes in the wake of a shocking report about what it's like inside Pixar. Oh, okay. Fired X-Men 97 showrunner Bo DeMaio has chosen war with Marvel Studios and Disney over his dismissal, going so far as to recently share an outline of an earlier, arguably superior version of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Really? Now, in the wake of the damaging expose from IGN on working conditions in Pixar, specifically relating to the production of Inside Out, DeMaio has claimed that he was told to make Professor X and Magneto's dynamic less gay while working on the series. I mean, they never were gay for each other, so that wouldn't, it's like, you'd wonder why they would tell him that unless they were making them have some type of gay relationship with each other. While those two have never been romantically linked on the page, X-Men 97 wouldn't have been the first time that a deeper meaning to their relationship has been teased, as Matthew Vaughn's X-Men First Class did the same. A deeper meaning to their relationship. Well, it was never sexual. I saw First Class several times. I own First Class. They didn't make whatever. Regardless, it clearly didn't work for Disney and Marvel Studio executives. Back to Pixar. And this new report alleges an unprecedented crunch for animators working on the Inside Out sequel. One source told the site, I think for a month or two, the animators were working 7 days a week. Ridiculous amounts of production workers, just people being tossed into jobs they'd never really done before. It was horrendous. I wonder if they get paid overtime or if their salary. While a senior executive has disputed the claim, the studio has remained silent on allegations that they decided to make last-minute changes to Inside Out in a bid to make lead character Riley less gay. It's funny because I think I was watching Clownfish TV and they were talking about like that first trailer. You could see they might have been hinting at something. And I didn't remember seeing it. So I went back and looked at it and I was like, oh, there it is right there. Oh boy. According to the site, sources describe rumors that there was special care put into making the relationship between Riley and Val a supporting character introduced in Inside Out 2. Seem as platonic as possible, even requiring edits to the lighting and tone of certain scenes to remove any trace of romantic chemistry. It seems that this approach was influenced by Lightyear's disappointing box office performance in 2022, while there were plenty of reasons for the Toy Story spinoff's struggles. Multiple sources say that Disney's leadership internally put a large part of the blame for Lightyear's financial failure on the same-sex kiss in the film, which was briefly removed and reinstalled after an internal staff uproar. Yeah, parents don't want to have to explain that. From what I understand from people that saw it, it's more than just the kiss that made the movie suck, but it's in there in the formula. In this part of the recipe of the suck cake. So, but we've been telling them for years to, hey, stick to the fundamentals of these characters, go with what people love, and you'll be all right. That's what works. They didn't want to do that. They even changed the voice actor, which a lot of people had a problem with. So, because, oh, well, that was the toy's voice, but this is the guy it was actually based on. So that's what, and I get that. But, one source notes, it is, as far as I know, still a thing where leadership, they'll bring up Lightyear specifically and say, oh, Lightyear was a financial failure because it had a queer kiss in it. That's not the reason the movie failed. Yes, it failed for multiple reasons, including that Disney appears to be concerned about potentially alienating half of its U.S. audience and certain countries overseas by embracing LGBTQ plus themes in its movies. Moving forward, it now sounds like Pixar will focus on telling universal stories that don't cause controversy in any way. If you want to stay out of the news and stop alienating your fans, that's what would be best to do. The characters never were like this in all these different franchises, and now they're just changing them up and thinking everybody's going to be okay with it. No, people don't have a problem with other races. People don't have a problem with the opposite sex. People do not have a problem with the LGBTQ community. Okay, what they have a problem is with you putting square pegs into circle holes. You're just trying to make things fit in the stuff where it just never was. I mean, there was always different types of entertainment that was focused on particular communities. Like it's been out for a while, and stuff always was. I mean, not always, but for many years, many decades has been diverse. So I understand why you have to change these characters at their core to make it even more diverse. It doesn't make sense, So post comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought if you enjoyed my thoughts on this. And make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And tell me below, would you have liked for them to make Professor X and not Charles Xavier, that's funny, Professor X and Magneto lovers, them being bisexual and having I guess a relationship with themselves and their women? Would you have liked to see the drama of the down low, the down low X-Men? That would have been really interesting. I would have probably tuned in just to see what they made them down low and they got girlfriends in this. Oh my God, this is gonna be hilarious. 10 million subscribers. Woo!